I don't usually engage in rhythmic clapping. I find it somewhat off-putting when a group of strangers believes they are in sync just by joining their hands together on the downbeat of a song. As I sat in the Franklin Institute auditorium, buoyed by the velvet seats, I saw the rhythm of taps on a screen. I took part in that rhythm, coding the words I heard or ones I wanted to hear. The QWERTY keys met my fingers with a regularity known for purpose and terse prose. Laughter at inappropriate times was terrifying to some of the panelists. Those leaders up there, lit by soft spotlights, were talking about the purpose of school. Their words cascaded around the room and made it onto our devices. They made noises, too, as we gasped and guffawed with our jokes and our own ideas. And as I took part in commenting on them, they became collectively ours. It was the undercurrent of us flowing through, eroding, and pushing them. There is a back channel that exists inside my head, a running account of everything that happens. In it, I account for how awkward it is when I finally introduce myself after an hour and a half of talking to someone over a fondue dinner. In it, I account for owning a Smith Corona manual typewriter, writing pages of pounded-out keystrokes even though I was born far after typo-ridden tomes were impractical. In it, I account for the notion that I am just one man sitting in a seat that has been occupied by thousands before me. But it was the shared back channel, the collective account of all of us, the joint headspace that only existed for a few hours in 2009, in which everyone's insecurities and boasts showed up. It was there that the audience's idiosyncrasies and contradictions built upon one another. It was there that I chose to send my message, a tweet, to everyone in the audience. I had done this before, for 2 years in fact, but not quite like this. The responses floored me. They synthesized the thoughts of the man who had invented multi-touch glass, enabling my thumb and forefinger to spread apart and make meaning. They crystallized the words of the woman who started a non-profit writing center for the children of LA, inspiring the words I had read years before. The people I was sitting next to wanted the same things. They gave me the context that I craved. They took notes for me and questioned me and pushed my practice, 140 characters at a time. At Educon 2.1, just inside from the cold of a Philadelphia night, I entered into community. I was an independent eyeball, an open ear, and a smiling mouth with anyone who cared to join me. I felt most human, most connected to the stuff in me that screams out and cries low. And in this community, where bits of text and voices travel halfway around the world, I saw the sheer weight of it. Of who we are when we aren't passively sitting and watching, of what I can become when I take part in the build rather than only the critique, of what is possible when the back and the front of the room meet one another head on and become greater because of it.